Good Sunday morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Gulf Coast Weather Solutions. Meteorologist Johnny Lively for a quick update. I'm going to try to do my best to make this quick. We have some isolated showers towards Lake Jackson, and we'll continue to see the chance for some isolated showers, maybe a pop-up storm, but all of this is well offshore. This is really going to be funneling into parts of central and mainly the eastern Louisiana sections, getting into Mississippi and Alabama. So in other words, everything is staying east of our area. We have a really good chance for some really good activities today and again tomorrow on Memorial Day Monday. Thanks for a sponsor of TAMCO HailGuard Beyond Class 4 showing us what's going on the satellite and radar. You can see there was some storms up there in the Texas Panhandle. They all kind of fell apart. All the action is really well offshore, skirting off towards the east, getting into eastern Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama. And that's where we'll see a lot of the rain today, even tomorrow as well too. You look at the current temperatures we got, you can find some mid-60s, but mainly upper 60s to low 70s across the region. Not a bad Sunday morning, thanks for a sponsor of Neutron Electrical Services. If we look at the outdoor forecast for today, and we could even say construction forecast sponsored by Modern Concrete, shaping up to be a pretty nice Sunday in my books. Not too bad. At the best case or worst case scenario we see is just 20 to 30% coverage, but still it's not enough to disrupt all of our plans that we have today. I think it's going to be shaping up to be a nice Sunday. Upper 70s to low to mid 80s all across the board what we'll be seeing. We've got the rain well offshore, some isolated over there towards League City, Lake Jackson. Later this afternoon, you still got the moisture and the heat of the day. You can still see possibly 20 to 30% coverage. A lot of this might be kind of really zoned in along the coastal regions from Lake Jackson into High Island. Boy, Lake Jackson has been getting a lot of rain the last 5 to 7 days. I'm sure they've probably had 8 to 12 inches just the last week alone. But you'll see a lot of the rain is skirting off towards the east, getting into central eastern Louisiana. Not a bad Sunday shaping up for us at all. Looking really good. As we get into Memorial Day Monday, again, not too bad. Sponsored by Do Good Credit Union. We can see a lot of it will be well offshore. And then once we get later into the morning, into the afternoon hours, we possibly could see some storms developing not only along the coast, but you could see in parts of Navasota, Livingston, possibly into the lakes region, this hit or miss, getting into the more of the, I would say, isolated to possibly scattered. But still, at the end of the day, this is just not enough to disrupt everybody's outdoor plans. So coverage might be slightly higher on Memorial Day, but I don't think it's still enough to really disrupt anything that's going on. We just got to keep that radar in handy, watching for any storm that does try to pop up. Today, 20 to 30% coverage, mostly dry. We'll have a window of opportunity for an isolated shower or storm, sponsored by Silsby Ford. Get you one. Mainly going to be into the upper 70s for majority of us. For some areas, getting into the low to mid 80s this afternoon. Overnight tonight, it is not going to be raining. I apologize. Should have switched that out, but we mostly will be into the upper 60s to low to mid 70s. Here's our forecast for southeast Texas. Rain chances are still there, but our best shot for some widespread rains mainly on Wednesday, because today and tomorrow it's just a window of opportunity, so we can enjoy things outdoors today and again on Memorial Day. And as we get into Wednesday, we'll be watching for some widespread rain possibly moving into the region, coming in from the west, and then some lingering showers and storms are possible Thursday. But overall, not a really wet forecast. Our wettest day possibly could be on Wednesday. Here we are for southwest Louisiana. It does look high for Monday coverage-wise, but I don't think it's going to be enough to disrupt anything. Really about 40% to possibly 50%. More of that isolated to possibly scattered, the hit or miss natured. And then once we get into Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we see the coverage start picking up again. But notice those temperatures for southwest Louisiana staying into the low to possibly mid 80s. We don't start getting back into the upper 80s until the end of the week into next weekend. Good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. If you do anything outdoors, you download this app. It will let you know if anything's moving into your area and what time it will be moving out. But today is mostly dry day today. It's just this 20 to 30% coverage we'll see for this window of opportunity. You can see it's going to be a good one. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm meteorologist Johnny Lively, and we'll have more updates throughout the day today with me and Mr. Lucas. Again, thanks for tuning in to our Sunday. Have a good Memorial weekend and a good Memorial Monday.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by
At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play, and stay connected no matter where you are.